Ladies and gentlemen, this is University of UOEMCU Christian Union in conjunction with Editorial and Library Ministry. We present to you a topic. Of course, it's a conversation that we used to take this. It takes place each and every Saturday. Yeah, for the online viewers, we usually carry this conversation on Saturdays. Not all Saturdays, but then you shall be updated on the specific date and time. So welcome for today's deep conversation. I'm joined with my co-host.
I'm Vanessa. Welcome everyone to today's deep conversation. Today we are handling the topic, can I listen to any music? So sit back, relax, and enjoy.
Yes, can I listen to any kind of music? That is the question of the day. We all know about the music, we all know the definition of music, and of course we know the types of music, that is it. And the question of the deep conversation today, and of course the question of the day, is the question that many people have been asking themselves, the question that we don't have the answers for that question. But today, I can promise you, at the end of this conversation, you will have the answer. So guys, welcome. So to begin with, let me welcome Madam Frida. How are you?
I am good.
Do you know what a music is?
I can try.
Yeah, so she can try. So let her give us the definition of music and tell us which kind of music does she listen to, and of course, if it's a must that we stick on one kind of music, or we should just listen to any kind of music. That's the question. So welcome, Madam Frida.
I will try to define music as an art where people express their emotions through singing. Yeah.
Yes, so that is it. It's an art where people express their emotions through singing. I don't know if singing is an act, but then just sit back and wait for the clarification on it. So, Madam Frida.
Yes.
Is it a must that I listen to gospel music, or I listen to secular music, or I can listen to both of them? I'm a Christian.
Okay, to start with, I just think that music is an expression of emotions.
Yes.
And you know that any music can possess either when somebody is very heartbroken and he or she wants to be renewed, or he wants to be refreshed through singing. As for me, I think listening to such music that can help a person refresh, it can be good.
Yes, so to put a stand, where can I listen to any kind of music for that case? If I forgot at all, I'm listening to the music for refreshments. That is what you say.
Yeah,
Yes. So can I listen to any kind of music?
it's about preference.
Yeah, so we have another term there, guys, preference. I know in Wapita, but let's sit back. So, Madam Vanessa, yes, what can you tell us about the kind of music that we, as Christians, should listen to?
Okay, we as Christians, like Madam Frida said, also for me, it's a matter of preference. Which music do you feel like blesses you? Which music do you feel like impacts you and lifts you?
Yeah, that is it. The matter of preference. Which music do you feel that it impacts? Which music do you feel that it's a nice music for you? But guys, you know the reason as to why we put this as a topic of the day is because others, we don't have the preference. Actually, we have the preference to both music, and now we want the answer. Which kind of music should I listen to? Assuming that I'm a kind of a Christian, I'm just a new Christian, I'm just a new believer in the house of God, but then I don't know which type of music should I stick with. So that's the question. So, Mr. Fragrance. Yes, how are you?
I'm fine.
Do you listen to music?
Yes.
Which kind of music do you listen to, and why do you listen to such kind of music?
Personally, I listen to variety of music, but as my partner Kanana said, music is all about preference. I will add that music is about preference and the message you absorb from that music. Why should I listen to a music? What message am I getting from that music? Remain the question that you are supposed to ask should I listen to rumba? What am I gaining? Which message am I gaining from the rumba? Should I listen to reggae music or gengeton? Which message is it impacting me with? So to me, I will say that music is all about preference and the message you are gaining from it.
Yeah, that's a challenging idea. The message is the subject matter. So which message are you looking for? So for instance, let me take my question back to Mr. Fragrance.
Yes.
So what if I want a message of encouragement?
Yes.
Can I get a message of encouragement from a secular song?
I will bring it back to you so that you define to us what do we mean by secular songs.
By secular songs, I can't have the real definition of it. I can't have the standard definition of secular music, but then I can refer to what the world has taught us.
Yes.
And now, from the perspective of the world, secular music has to do with this music that are just meant for this world. I don't know if you get that term. The music that is meant for this world, in quotes.
So, like reggae music is a secular music.
Yeah, so from that perspective, from the perspective that I've said, then it will qualify to be a secular music and not a gospel.
So I will answer you like if you want an encouragement message, we go ahead to focus on gospel music because they impact us with spiritual message that encourage us mostly when we are feeling like we are short of, conscience. But someone may opt for reggae music. Let me quote this artist called Lucky Dube from South Africa, the late. This artist was singing reggae music that had that influence of encouragement because he was singing during the time of apartheid South Africa. And the message he had was about encouraging the blacks to persevere the treatment that they were getting from the whites. So in this secular music, in quotes, some of them may have the encouragement that one seeks. One may not only find encouragement through gospel music, but some of the secular songs, but not all. You cannot tell me you will find encouragement from gengeton or from drill or traps, but these other classes you will find encouragement all about the message.
All right, so that is it. So ametupeleka kwa Lucky Dube. Yeah, he talks about the encouragement that Lucky Dube sang a song during the apartheid period. The apartheid period is simply the period when South Africa was under colonial rule. Now, so let me give you another perspective. For this case, uko na mkoa, sivyo? Yes, uko na mkoa wako hapo hivyo unaenda kumverify hivi alafu kupiga ile kitu. You seem to be heartbroken to some extent, yeah? Yeah, and now you want to put yourself to the normal. That's what I can say. So I want now as a message of encouragement that I've passed through the heartbreaks and all that it comes with the heartbreak, and now I want to renew my soul, I want to renew myself, I want to renew my energy, and I want to be somehow transformed. So which kind of music should I listen? Because so far so good, to my knowledge and to my experience, I've never found a gospel music that is encouraging someone who has been broken. That is a romantic relationship. So my question went to Madam Faith. How are you?
Fine.
Have you ever been heartbroken? Yeah, so you're heartbroken. That's very true. Of course, you're a human being, and at times you try to verify that person, madena nakupiga ile kitu, yeah? Yeah, so what did you do? Which kind of music did you listen to? I'm assuming that you listened to a music for you to get the encouragement. Yeah, so which kind of music did you listen to at that time?
First, I will
Yes.
answer the top question. You cannot listen to any song
Yes,
because every song has a spirit in it.
sure.
And like when you listen to a gospel song, there's a spirit that's towards you. When you listen to a melody, there is a spirit in that song. And the more you sing that song and the more you listen to it, you are praising what is in the song, the message of the song. So I come back to the question, when you're heartbroken when I was heartbroken, I listened to a gospel song because I think I was heartbroken at the right time.
Yes.
I listened to gospel songs and zile nyimbo za Papa Samoyo. Yeah, I didn't go to secular songs. Yeah, so I would prefer gospel songs for encouragement.
Yeah, that is it. That's a nice try. That's a good answer. That's a nice response. That she was heartbroken. You guys, she was heartbroken one day, but then she listened to her gospel music and she's well. I believe you are well now. Yeah, that is it. So, let me go back to the question of the day. Can I listen to any kind of music? Let me ask Mr. Karl Marx. Yes, please tell us more. How can I listen to any kind of music as a Christian?
As a Christian?
Yes.
Yeah, you can listen to a variety of music. It depends with the situation. Sometimes you find yourself, you're so moody, so you feel like, let me go to reggae or go to either on the... You can listen to the gospel, you have reggae, you have the gengeto, so it is depends with you, but if you know that you are a Christian and you remain, that you know I will not do anything that's not sinful to God, but listen to Kinke or any song, it doesn't matter that you are non-Christian. It depends how how frequent you hear that song. But to me, I don't choose which song to hear. It depends on the mood of that time. Thank you.
Yes, that is it. So according to Karl Marx, he listened to any kind of music. He can listen to a reggae, he can listen to a gengeton, he can listen to a gospel, depending on the mood. So that is the determiner now, the mood that he has, and of course he talks about the frequency that you listen to it. So I can give the question back to you, Mr. Karl Marx. Yes. What exactly do you mean by saying the frequency of listening to the music? Does the frequency matters? If I listen to the gospel music 3 times a day, and I listen to the reggae music maybe 4 times a day, so will I come to conclusion with that perspective that I'm preferring reggae to gospel? Yes.
Okay, that's about frequencies. You have to give the more priority to what the gospel. Like when I say maybe you are so sad, like what you ask Faith that she was heartbroken. So maybe that time you feel like, let me hear a song for gengeton that will encourage me to give me that I leave my the pain. So I can go for that. But the gospel need to be what? The one that you hear most of your time. So that's what I mean when I say frequency. Thank you.
Yeah, that is it. That you choose the music depending on the mood, and of course depending on the arising factors, depending on the need. That is saying that ukipigwa ile kitu inabidi hadi umeenda huko. But is that the correct way to go as a Christian? Is that what we should do? Yeah, let me ask Madam Vanessa. Yes, Madam Vanessa. Yeah, please continue elaborating us about the topic.
Can I listen to any music? Like Faith has said, depend if you're heartbroken. I support her point because, like she said, every spirit carries a message inside it. So if you go to listen like gengeton, that message that you're releasing your heart to, you're releasing your soul to, it will impact you in one way or the other. So personally, I think when you feel heartbroken or depending on the situation you're in, when you're down, I think you should be able to listen to gospel music. You should be able to find that comfort and love in the music that is found in Christ Jesus, because like she said, even gospel music, there is the presence of God in it. So when the presence of God is there, you'll feel that comfort and that love. Even in that situation you think is bad, you'll still find that love and comfort that you need. Yeah. Back to you, Evans.
Yes, thank you so much for your response. That we listen for the music depending on the mood, and of course depending on the content. That's the subject matter that was said by Mr. Frank. The content and the subject matter that is on that song. So let's continue with the topic. I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced that I should listen to gospel alone or I should listen to both gospel and secular. So, Mr. Emmanuel, yes, how are you? Yeah, please tell us something about this topic. Can I listen to any kind of music?
According to me, it will determine by listening to music. Yeah, there are some who are interested in listening to reggae, gospel, and other songs. But according to me, it's not good to listen just so that you can. It's not just good to listen to any music as long as you're listening. Just listen to the message first. If the message is not conveying what you're expecting, I channel eye. But I prefer that you listen to the message and then you realize you will now decide if you'll be listening to the music or not.
Yes, that is it. So we just not listen to a song because we are meant to listen for a song or we are meant to listen to that music. But what matters is the content. What are you looking for from that music? What is your intention of you listening to that type of a music? And that is what Mr. Emmanuel is telling us. I don't know if that is the truth. Mr. Fragrance.
Yes.
Yes, is that true that Mr. Emmanuel is saying that we listen to a music depending on the message and of course what we want from that music?
Yes, as I said earlier, it is true. But then you realize that hearing is an involuntary process. Huwezi kataza masikio kusikia.
Hivyo sasa.
So assume that I'm walking, nimetoka shule, service, let me use service. Then napika kwa plot, there is someone ameweka gengeton ama ameweka reggae music. Then mi nakumbuka kwa nyumba niko na ufa kubwa. Then nasikia huyu jamaa hizi beats zake, I must show him that pia mimi niko na ufa. I'm going to look for a music yenye iko na beat kubwa yenye ita outdo ile yenye ameweka. So sometimes it is not about listening, but we are in a competing world. You want to compete with your friend to show him that without you tuko nazo. So ufa yako tukuna zingine, you know. So music, it is dynamic. The topic music is dynamic. There is different reasons why people listen to music. But for me, I will stick to my opinion. It's about message, the content you are getting from that music. Yeah.
Yes, that is it. I don't know if you guys might be part of your situation. Yeah, that your neighbor has the ufa, yeah, and hope you can ufa. So the neighbor ameka ile gengeto nako, ameka runga, so unasikia vile inagonga mabati. Then you be like, this person inafaa nimuonyeshe na mimi pia niko na ufa. So which kind of music? Of course, more music in the world, like the more music that now. Then it's equalizer beats, yeah. They seem to be more of secular, yeah. That's very true. So Mr. Ndenda said something to do with the hearing and listening. I don't know if you guys know the difference between hearing and listening. Yes, Madam Faith, will you please tell us something about hearing and listening? What is the difference between listening and hearing?
Hearing is just receiving a sound, a vibration in your ears. But listening, it's paying attention to what you are hearing. Like you could be talking here, but I'm hearing the voice, but I can't understand what you are saying. Listening, it's after I've paid attention to what you are saying, and like my mind has interpreted what you have just said. Yeah, that's the meaning of listening.
Yes, that is it. That listening is voluntary. For that case, it means it's a conscious process. It's you to pay attention to that you are listening, has to do with interpretation and the encoding of the message. But then hearing is just involuntary. We walk in the roads, we hear the noise that are being produced by the motorcycles and wherever. So that is hearing. So you guys, you've been traveling, yeah? You've been traveling days and nights, and of course you've been boarding the matatus. You know, if you board a matatu, 70% of the matatus that you board, which music are they playing? Is it gospel or is it the one that you consider to be secular? Yes, Madam Freda. Is it gospel or is it secular?
Mostly, like in most vehicles that I have boarded, it's secular music.
It's secular.
Those that don't talk about anything to do with God. Yeah.
So, as a Christian, if that music is played, what is your response to it?
Okay. The other day we were told that the input reflect the output. Like you vomit what you eat. Have you ever heard of such a phrase?
Yeah, I have.
You vomit what you eat. Me, I think as a Christian, you should be so tuned to the kind of music you listen to. Because music, they happen to influence your behavior. They can even make you to have maybe a negative attitude towards a certain belief that maybe a Christian is having. So, as a Christian, you should be careful what music you listen to. Like Ben was talking about the spirit, a music can make a Christian go astray. Like for example, some music that we talk about, we have heard of devil worship, and some music praise the devil. And as a Christian, if you listen to such music, you're going to be lost.
Yes, that is it. That is according to Madam Kanana. Let me give you a live experience, a live example. So it was on a certain day that we had just attended the first service in church. So we moved with some people, and then we went to the mess, students' mess. And now as we were taking in the breakfast, the music that was being played at that place, it was secular. Ilikuwa Mbosso anafanya vitu zake pale. So, and you see many Christians, many people that we've just come from the first service, they were there wanatingiza kichwa. You see, like music inaingia. Is that right or wrong, Mr. Emmanuel?
Sometimes you don't listen. Okay, you listen to the beat. You can just listen to the beat. I have no problem with listening to the beat because I cannot conclude by saying that on a beat ya secular music na bado on a beat ya gospel ama reggae. So maybe we were listening to the beat, not actually the song. Yeah.
Yeah, that they were listening to the beats and not actually the song. I'm sure that you can't prove that. But let's go back to the world now. Yeah, if you do statistic, and I'm talking about statistic in church, we are Christians. So if you carry out a statistic about the Christians and you find, so we just assume that these people are so faithful that they will tell you the truth. So depending the difference between the lyrics of the gospel and the lyrics of the secular music. Yeah, which kind of lyrics are they mastered? Yeah, mtu anaweza kukimbia kutoka mwanzo mpaka mwisho. When you compare, are they the gospel or are they the secular, Madam Faith?
Most are the secular songs, and those are the songs that people master first. Like for example, I had heard of this song. It's Germany. Naiba, sijui kama nyoka, sijui something pangoni, sijui weka. I know you know that song.
Yes.
So the content of that song, it is not nice. It is not godly. Like if you come to the ground atujue the meaning of tikama mate niteleze kama nyoka pangoni. Do you know the meaning of that thing? It's so dirty. So I guess the most of songs that are mastered by a lot of people is the secular, because like I was listening to sijui anaitwa nani huyo anaanza wimbo and you continue and people are just singing their own things.
Yes.
Sijui anaitwa Kicheko Dawa, yeah, presenter Kai. So like most of the songs that are mastered are the secular songs than the gospel ones.
Yeah, so and that is that it's a sad news to us as Christians that if you do statistic and if you compare the number of that percentage of the mastering of the lyrics between the gospel and the secular, it's clear that the secular are the one that are mastered. And you see, if something is mastered, it means you paid attention to it, you listen carefully to it until you master that word by word. Yes, so as we are approaching the climax, and if we are approaching the end of the first the first period, of course, and the first session. So let me welcome Madam Nevin. Madam Nevin, how are you? Do you listen to music? Which kind of music do you listen to? At most.
At most secular music.
Yes. And so, as we are Christian, of course, and I believe you are a Christian too. So, is it right that we listen to all kind of music, or should we choose specific types of music that we should listen to?
Okay, according to me, about music, it's all about its content and message.
Yeah, it's content and message. Madam Faith has sung to us a song. I don't know if you guys have ever heard about the song. Yeah? The beats venye zinaenda, you can admire to know the full lyrics of that song. But then, what's the content of that song? Now that we are it's depending the content. Yeah, if I can challenge you for this case, can I have a secular that has got a positive content?
I'm not sure about that.
Yes. Yeah, she's not sure about the gospel song that has got a positive content. The positive content for this case, I'm meaning something like an encouraging, something like that will make you console yourself, you know, umepigwa ile kitu. So you are looking for a message actually to console yourself, because you see the life has to move on and life has to continue. Yes, Madam Vanessa, umesikia venye watu wamesema. Yes, what can you say about it?
I still stand with my point, and not all music is complete. We should listen to music that serves the Lord, that exalts the name of the Lord. Yeah.
Yeah, and that is it. So the online viewers, yeah, you have your, let me get your comments at the comment section. Which kind of music should I listen to? As a Christian, can I listen to any kind of music? And that is the question of the day. So confirm with your gallery, confirm with your files. So which type of music are there in right now? When you do your statistic, are they more of gospel or are they more of secular? If they are mixed, so how can you have a mixed? Are they gospel or secular, or you can have both gospel and secular? So as a Christian, is it possible to have both gospel and secular? And you are having both gospel and secular. Which kind of Christian are you? Should you go with the gospel or should you go with the secular? So wacha tukue na ukweli moja. We go with one. So that's all about the first session. So we are taking a short break and we shall be right back with the second session. So keep watching. Thank you.